Sure.
So,
What I would like to hear from Ben is the process they went through in getting accepted from Greg.
yeah.
Yeah, it was quite the process.
Start at the beginning.
So I'll go with the wait. What should I do first?
Just so many. Let's just talk about how good you were in Robo games.
Yeah, let's and talk about the breach and talk about BattleBots let's start with how you got into it, like your history and
history with robot building. So as a kid, me and my sister would always watch Robo games on the TV growing up with like McDonald's on a Friday night or something. Because in England we didn't have BattleBots really. I have never really seen a Comedy Central episode of it, but always watched Robot Wars, and so we always always kind of wanted to get into it because seeing that kind of stuff. And then we moved to America when I was around 10 or 11, and then a bit after that, BattleBots came back on what was it, ABC first, I think. Yeah, and the third season or something, we went to see it in person, and at that point we were doing Vex Robotics in high school, and we just kind of knew that was the next thing we wanted to do, so we kept trying to come up with designs that would work at that bigger scale, while still going to Vex and doing that type of thing. So we kind of both, basically everyone on our team has a background in Vex Robotics, but apart from Tori with Axolotl, none of us have any experience with combat robots, not even like 3-pounders, 1-pounders, or anything like that. So
you're brand new to
yes,
big fighting bots.
The rookiest rookies you can get, probably.
That's pretty surprising, as well as you've put together a bot, right?
We've all been there, though, right?
I'm pretty rookie.
Well, how did you get?
Recent's the third season of being a rookie.
I'm the rookiest it can get. I never turn anything but rookie. So
going for four rookie seasons next year.
How did you put the team together?
Yeah, so going from left to right, there's me. I wanted to do BattleBots. Then to one further right is Tori, who I knew through Vex Robotics in high school, and she also has experience on Axolotl, and we kind of thought it's probably good to get someone with some kind of knowledge of how it goes. And then it's my sister Sophia, our co-captain, who did a lot of like me, wanted to do BattleBots firstly, but then in college in Vex U, her and to her left, so one further right, is Ramon, her teammate in Vex U. They won the Excellence Award at World Championship. One of them, I do not remember which. And then one further is the other Sophia, Ramon's girlfriend. And yeah, that's pretty much how the team slotted together. So we all knew each other from outside of starting this, and then
So your team in general isn't very close.
Huh?
Logistically, they're not very close together.
Oh, yeah, not logistically at all. I'm in England. Ramon and Sophie are in Long Beach, and Tori's in LA, but then my sister's in Texas now. So very, very spread apart.
So you have to have the farthest distance between any team members for anybody ever in BattleBots. It's got to be.
Interesting. Maybe. I can't see how teams deal with this. It's hard for us to deal with it. So
where was the bot built then, primarily?
Over the summer before that BattleBots, we were all in Long Beach. So it was kind of just before my sister started her job in Texas. So before she moved out there from Long Beach. And then it was summer, so I didn't have uni, so I could be there. And we were all kind of just clobbering it together in the garage, cutting out bits and pieces in whatever time we could, and just trying to get it all together. And the robot actually didn't come fully together until like the day before driving up to Vegas. That's when we finally did like the self-write test and the proper spin-up test. Don't worry, at a safe distance in a different room. And yeah, so it was kind of a struggle getting it together. It was more of a struggle for robo games.
How was the application process from your first email to BattleBots applying as a newbie?
So we didn't talk to Greg at all during the process because I didn't know that's a thing you could just do. I didn't know how open he was to communication with builders and stuff. So we just applied through the official channels, and then we just kind of didn't hear anything. I asked a lot of other builders a lot of questions on like the Discords and whatnot. That's how the bot ended up being so solid for being a first bot. But they also told me, hey, they're like through to accepting and denying people. You should probably message Greg and see what's happening with you. And so we did, and it turned out we were denied fully. Because our robot looked too much like a box, which is fair. It did look very boxy in its initial state. So he said it needs like some kind of theme, some kind of unique outline. And so the same day as that, we went into the CAD and Blender and all that stuff and made the dinosaur theming and all the yellow ribs and the tail and stuff that you see now. And then sent that to Greg. He liked it. We were put on the reserve list. So not even an alternate, a reserve. And then I think it was like Retrograde or something was one of the alternates, and they ended up dropping out. And so we luckily got to take that spot.
So you just pretty much showed up then, hoping to get a spot.
Pretty much. We kind of snuck in there. And so we were very lucky to even be an alternate, honestly.